Hello guys, it's Richie here. Welcome to the Autolabpro channel. Alright, in this video, I'm gonna discuss with you brake service. Alright, we're gonna quick overview on what brake service is about for your car. Now, mainly here at my shop, I specialize in Mercedes Benz, but this pretty much applies to just about any brake system that's out there, and we're gonna go over a few things, okay? Everybody likes to go fast. I just want you to know right now, stopping is the most important thing there is, okay? Your brake system is the most important mechanism on your vehicle, by far, period, okay? So we just want to go over a couple things involving your brake service that you should be aware of, okay? Now, first thing to remember is this, guys. Your brakes are not an option, okay? Brakes are not an option at all. In other words, you don't want to put them off to do something else. Always get your brakes in tip-top shape first. That's the most important thing, okay? Stopping is important. I'll give you an example, okay? So let's say you got a car, at a minimum, it's 2,000 pounds, okay? 2,000 pound car, if it's rolling 2 miles an hour and it doesn't have any brakes, that's a dangerous situation, okay? It can hurt you. It can do worse than that, okay? So just to kind of give you a little idea how serious this is about your brakes, okay? So let's go over your system, okay? Now, basically, what does your brake system consist of? Pads, shoes, rotors, calipers, fluid, and lines and hoses. It's pretty much your brake system in a nutshell, okay? As you can see, I made a diagram of what and how a brake system works on a basic system, okay? So let's go over the first thing, pads. These are brake pads. This pad actually has a lot of material on it, okay? A lot of friction material. Okay. This pad has a lack thereof. Nothing there, all gone. I did brakes for this person. She said she thought she heard something, but she wasn't sure. And it was really hard to stop the car. There's no pad left, okay? Now, as far as brake shoes, I'm gonna talk about that in another video, right? Brake shoes basically do the same job as brake pads, but they are involved with drum brakes, and that's a whole other video. I'm gonna do a drum brake video, but we'll get into that later. Right now, we're gonna talk about disc brakes, okay? Rotors, which are your discs. Here's a rotor, okay? This is turning, right? Or you're going down the road. This attaches on your hub assembly. Your brake pads sandwich the rotor, just like that. So if you look in this video, if you look on my board, so that's your rotor in the middle. Brake pads apply pressure in this direction to stop or slow the disc from turning, and there's your stopping action, okay? Calipers. What is a caliper? A caliper is kind of like, all right, if you ride a bicycle, when you hit the brake lever, and you can see your brake operating on your wheel, right? So that object that you're manipulating when you squeeze that lever is kind of like a brake caliper for a bicycle. It does the same function, okay? When you hit the brake pedal, your fluid causes the pistons to move out of the caliper and squeeze your brake pads to stop your rotor from spinning. That's it, okay? Your fluid. Fluid is so important. A lot of people forget about to change their fluid. Your fluid should be checked and serviced on a regular basis. Why? Fluid gets dirty, it gets old. When you get your oil changed, have your mechanic look at your brake fluid as well. It gets dirty, it absorbs moisture, and it can cause you big problems as well if you don't service that. So that's very important. And every vehicle has a certain grade of brake fluid. There are a lot of vehicles on the road today that use pretty much the same brake fluid, but always check with your owner's manual or check with your mechanic before you do your own brake job. Put the right fluid in all the time. Now, I mainly work on Mercedes Benz. Most of Mercedes Benz on the road today use a .4, okay? That's the type. That's a type of fluid. There's different types, okay? That's the level that's preferred for most Mercedes on the road. Your lines and hoses. Your lines and hoses carry your brake fluid to the caliper. When you apply the brakes, it's hydraulic, right? That fluid is doing the work, putting pressure on those pads to stop that rotor from spinning. That's it, okay? That's your brake system in a nutshell. These are the things that you need to be aware of that should be serviced when you're getting your brake system serviced. So when you're talking to your mechanic, or if you're doing a job yourself, now you got an idea exactly what you need to look for and service or maintain when you're doing the brake job, okay? That's pretty much it. Now, I also want to give you a few things to look for, okay? It's involving brake systems, right? If you suspect that you're having brake problems, here's some issues that you might run into, okay? Is it really hard when you press the brake pedal? Is a lot of resistance there? You need to get that checked. It should not be a lot of resistance there. It should be nice and smooth. You should feel some resistance, but it shouldn't fight you to press that brake pedal, okay? Are you driving down the road, and as you're driving, do you see brake warning lights on the instrument cluster? Then it's time to go get your brakes serviced, okay? You need to get someplace soon because stopping is important, all right? Are your brakes making noise? When you hit the brakes or you apply the brakes, do you hear grinding, squealing, grunting, knocking? Any of those things? Those are warning signals. It's time to go get those checked, get them serviced, get them repaired. Let's say you're on a highway and you're getting ready to get off at your exit. You pump your brakes to slow down. When that happens, if you feel a shimmy in the wheel or you feel a vibration in your foot when you're applying those brakes, you need to get those brakes checked, okay? If you're experiencing any of these issues, check your brakes and get them repaired. Brakes are to be serviced on a regular basis. Check your owner's manual. If you don't have an owner's manual, you can Google it. They have just about, there are many cars that I've found that didn't have an owner's manual in it. If I needed to check on something and I didn't have a backup, boom, I'd Google it, find the owner's manual, find the type of fluid that goes in that car, and do the right thing, okay? Your owner's manual will also have service intervals in there. In other words, it'll tell you certain periods to have those brakes looked at and or checked. So follow that and get that done. Safety is important. You guys stay safe on the road. I'm also going to have a video showing how to do a brake job. That's going to be, I'll be putting that up here soon too. So stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. My name is Richie. The name of this channel is Autolabpro. The name of my garage is Autolabpro. The name of my website is Autolabpro. The name of my Instagram is Autolabpro. So check it out. Thank you for watching. Stay safe on the road. Take care.